Tonight, G5 News, the Clarion University Parking Committee is discussing
The candidates for Clarion County Judge addressed issues in the forum for the story. Stay tuned to TV5 News at 8. It's next.
This is TV5 News, bringing coverage closer to home.
The Park Committee has come out for the parking situation. Good evening.
Patakis to get more on the situation.
Has its way. There could be a 667% increase in parking permit fees next year on the Clarion University campus. Details of the plan were announced earlier this week, include fees from $15 per year to $100 a year. It costs $15 and allows students to bring cars the first 2 and last 2 weeks of each semester. Other parts of the plan include redesignation of the parking lots, extending the use of parking permits, and the ability to determine. We spoke with students this afternoon about their thoughts on the changes.
I can't believe they do something that's ludicrous. It's a lot of money.
It's not. So there's not even enough places to park now. They want us to pay $100 so we can drive around and miss classes anyway. So
Could go from 15
students here, so it should be a low rate.
Fine the way it is.
What about the overcrowding, though?
Make more parking lots. They freaking built a huge place there that I don't think anybody really cares about, and it's like, what's the money on that? Well, they just build more parking spots.
2 lots over there. Why can't they make a car?
So you'd be willing to park down there?
I'll park anywhere, but I ain't paying $100 to park.
Yeah, that's just being ignorant.
And
it's bad enough trying to get if you live off campus, trying to get a spot on campus. You know, I know guys that live all the way down with a stable. 6 o'clock much and 8 o'clock. I mean, kids don't have $100. I mean, we struggle to make ends meet just for food. And I don't know. What can you say?
So
I think it's an outrage. I mean, $100 for parking. I can get spaces now, so I don't want to pay that.
I think it's ridiculous. We pay enough money to go to college here as it is, and to pay that much to get a parking spot is just totally ridiculous. It's like...
even though Clarion University students have been very vocal about this issue, nothing official has been decided yet. They're still has to be made before anything can officially take effect. In the parking lot next to Becker Hall, Mark Despotakis, TV5 News.
Thanks, Mark. Candidates for Clarion County Judge addressed issues about the court administration, social issues, and handling conflicts of interest yesterday at a forum. Candidates H. John Dreher of Clarion, James Arner of Clarion, and William E. Hager III were introduced and gave a brief speech about personal qualifications and reasons for seeking the judgeship. All present at the forum were able to hear ideas presented toward their job and what could be done to handle future problems. According to the Oil City Derrick, a woman charged with attacking her husband with a fillet knife waived her right to a preliminary hearing. So Cox, a fisher, is being charged with aggravated assault in the incident on February 13th. A plea agreement with the defendant has not yet been formalized. Apparently, the couple was arguing when the incident turned physical. The woman was reported as striking and kicking her husband. John Cox then left the house, and when he returned, found his wife in the bedroom loading a rifle. Police report that she was going to kill her husband and then herself. Instead, she went to the kitchen and cut him on his upper arm with a fillet knife.
The boy is in fair condition after an accident involving a lawnmower converted for racing. Jackson Center area police say the boy's father, David Throwbridge, was driving his son, Evan Towbridge, on his lap. The father converted the lawnmower for a racing competition. Police say the father was drunk and his blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit. Evan is suffering from internal injuries and is being treated at Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh after the father lost control and the boy was thrown from the mower. Towbridge was charged with drunken driving and aggravated assault by a vehicle. In state news, a Cambria County man will serve no time in prison. James Collins will be sentenced to house arrest for 3 months and probation for 5 years. The man pleaded guilty to drugging a young woman, tying her to a coffee table, spray painting her, and gluing glitter to her body in a bizarre sexual assault. He has now lost his job and is estranged from his wife. Collins told the judge he is sorry. The woman victimized believed Collins thinks the attack was a joke. She hopes he fails to meet the requirements of his probation so that he would go to jail for up to 23 months.
A 6-person construction crew will work full-time on the 2-mile run county park in Venango. Full-time work on the park will begin in July due to a grant from the Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry. The grant pays salaries to local people who work on the crew and have an experienced contractor lead them. It will also provide the park with $20,000 in material costs. They will work to refurbish the park. CNN talk show host Larry King was supposed to appear at Penn State University next week to interview Joe and Super. The interview is now going to be conducted by satellite between the Paternos in Eisenhower Auditorium and King in Washington, D.C. The event is rescheduled due to the Kosovo conflict. The couple will conduct the interview on April 22nd at 2:45 p.m. They will be discussing the role that they have in the university and the private and professional lives.
Turning to national news, babysits for a living is the winner of the biggest individual lottery prize in U.S. history. Maria Grasso stepped forward to claim the journalist Chris Gabrielli. The babysitter was born in Chile and moved to Boston in 1996. Her winning ticket was sold in the 6-state lottery on April 6th at the store near Fenway Park. Jack Kevorkian was sentenced to 10 to 25 years in prison for murder. The assisted suicide doctor will be in prison for at least 6 years and 8 months. After this time, he will be eligible for parole. Kevorkian's lawyers are indicating they will appeal.
Dallas Cowboy owner Jerry Jones is helping to replace rare books. The Library of Congress is using a $1 million donation from Jones to begin a worldwide search to replicate Thomas Jefferson's personal library. The gift is a part of the library's plans to celebrate its 200th anniversary next April. Jefferson offered his books as replacements after the War of 1812 when the British invaded Washington and burned the Capitol and much of its research library. However, a fire in 1851 destroyed 2/3 of Jefferson's original collection. The library has found duplicates for all but 900 of Jefferson's books. When we return, a new type of grass that you might not have to mow. It may be on the market soon.
And Walter Cronkite visited a neighboring university to see what he had to say about President Clinton. TV5 News brings coverage to home.
Standing out from the crowd is easy when you stop in at Fashion Bug, located in the Clarion Mall. Whether you're looking for junior trendy, girls, or fashion for women, they have it all with many different styles. With our newly expanded shoe and accessory department, you're sure to find that special touch to enhance that new outfit. And if you have a fashion question, our experts are here to help. That's Fashion Bug, located in the Clarion Mall, just off Exit 9 of Interstate 80. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 9 p.m. Sunday from noon till 5.
Fill your tummy with the things that are yummy at the Donut Hut. Our menu not only offers a variety of donuts, but many new items such as bagels and English muffins. The Donut Hut also offers a daily lunch special for only $1.95. Stop by on Mondays and receive a small coffee and 2 donuts for 99 cents. Thursdays offer a 10% discounts to students. That's the Donut Hut, located on Main Street in Clarion. Open Monday through Saturday, 5 a.m. to 8 p.m., and on Sundays from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tell them that you saw this commercial on TV5 and receive a free donut at the place with donuts and a whole lot more.
In state news, the Department of Environmental Protection is taking part of a pilot program in Danville Borough. The program hopes to plant grass and never have to mow it. A portion of the area will be planted with the grass, which will grow to a certain length, fall over, grow another inch or 2, and then not need cutting for the rest of the year. The Borough Council agreed to participate in the project for many reasons, the main being it could help them save thousands of dollars in
Officials released ignored a signal February 8th at a train crossing. A statement released yesterday said the fatality could have been prevented if the driver had obeyed the flashing red signals at the crossing. That all equipment, including the lights, bells, and gate on White of Philadelphia, was also injured in the incident. He was standing near the railroad crossing on Plymouth Road waiting for a bus when the accident happened, and a piece of the gate arm broke off and hit him in the head. No charges have been filed yet. Walter Cronkite spoke to an audience last night at Kutztown University. The retired CBS News anchor says he thinks President Bush showed a lack of leadership when it comes to compromising and playing the political game. The anchor not being as informed as he should be on the issues, especially in the development of the troops in Kosovo. Cronkite also covered the Clinton-Lewinsky scandal and overplayed Williams.
Pennsylvania's two largest cities are pulling in more federal money despite recent declines in population. Rural areas get the 30% of the 67.7 programs in Pennsylvania and are in Philadelphia and Allegheny counties. Philadelphia topped the list with money meant for domestic benefits. And John Peterson is upset because of the neglect of rural America. In world news, Serb forces made their way to northern Albania yesterday. There they fought a battle, seized a branch. The battle was short-lived, small-scale, and no casualties were reported. Because Albania is a major staging ground for NATO forces, Washington is warning Yugoslavia that they made a grave mistake in expanding the fighting. Yugoslav officials say there are any invasion into Albania.
In Tokyo, a Japanese train technology breaks another speed record. A magnetically manned leviated Japanese train clocked in at 340 per hour on the World Railway was in 1997. The company is developing a high-tech system together with the Japanese Research Institute. Together they will decide whether to implement the train for commercial use. The train is lifted off the tracks by magnets, which reduces friction. Congress has recently allocated $1 billion to develop similar technology in the United States. When we return, Jen Bevavino will have your TV5 weather forecast.
And 10 stars in the news again. Find out why when we return. TV5 News brings coverage closer to home.
If you're tired of those boring Saturday nights, then head on down to the Bowl Arena. We have Rock and Bowl every Friday from 9:30 to 12:30 and Saturday from 11 to 2. And if bowling's not for you, then head on over to our game room with 8 pool tables and an extensive arcade games. The Bowl Arena is also a fun place for birthdays with bumper bowling for kids and league play for adults. That's the Bowl Arena, located just 1 mile east of Clarion on Route 322. Phone 764-3471. Opens daily at noon.
At the Carpet, we love it because we know our carpet is designed not just for style and color, but to stand up to the toughest traffic. It's soft enough for the baby to crawl on, yet stain-resistant enough for the pets to run on. And its beauty will last for years. So for the walk of your life, come to the Carpet Barn. We have your best interests underfoot.
Welcome back to TV5 News. And now over to Jen Bevavino in the TV5 Weather Center.
Current and extended weather conditions. Today was a spectacular day in Clarion County. Most Clarion students were out and about taking a deep breath of this gorgeous weather we've been having. Today was very nice outside. The sun was shining. It was a bit windy, but we rose high into the 60s. Taking a look at the rest of the week, we'll be seeing temperatures staying the same, although we will be seeing some precipitation. On Friday, we'll be seeing some snow showers, and later on Saturday, we'll be seeing some wet snow showers. Taking a look at our satellite imagery map, taking a look at the precipitation, you'll notice our precipitation is staying mostly southwesterly of the state. Later on this week, we'll be moving up into the north, and we'll be seeing this precipitation around Saturday, Friday with some rain showers, Saturday with some wet snow showers. Taking a look at today's highs. Taking a look at today's highs, you'll notice we are high into the 60s, and hopefully we may be seeing a bit of a decline, but we'll be relatively staying the same. Taking a look at our 4-day planner. Thursday will be partly cloudy with a high of 67, a low of 36. For Friday, snow, a high of 62, a low of 42. For Saturday, rain, a high of 50, a low of 36. And for Sunday, partly cloudy with a high of 49 and a low of 32. That's Clarion's current and extended weather conditions. I'm TV5 Jen Bevavino. Back to you, Christy and Tracy.
Thanks, Jen. A new plan that would give credits to millions of Americans is being encouraged. The Clinton administration plan would encourage Americans to save in new personal investment accounts for retirement. The accounts would be similar to the 401k plans that many businesses offer to employees already. Clinton first proposed the accounts in his State of the Union speech in January, but the plan is being unveiled today. The USS Kobe, Steel, and Blackstone Capital Partners announced on Monday that they will be merging. CEO Thomas Terrell of the parent company to all of the Blackstone's bar mill operations predicts that the Lorem plant for Kobe Steel will lose 800 jobs. No one from the USS Kobe Steel will comment on the estimates, but aren't worrying until the merger is completed in June. Once they are approved, USS Kobe bar operations will join Republic Engineered Steels in Massillon, Ohio, as a steel-making plant in Canton.
Kenneth Starr is making news again. He is recommending that the independent counsel law, the one that gave him his power to investigate President Clinton, should be scrapped. Starr complained before a Senate panel that the law has its weaknesses. Starr believed that the law violates the constitutional separation of powers between the executive and judicial branches. He raises many concerns about the cost and length of many independent counsel investigations. The Boy Scouts are in the federal court in Chicago. The American Civil Liberties Union has filed suit to strip the Scouts of any government sponsorship they receive. The reasons argued for the suit claim the Scouts exclude boys who do not affirm a belief in God. The suit does not challenge the Boy Scouts policy, but it says that the policy means government agency sponsorship of Scout activities violates the doctrine of separation of church and state.
An attorney is questioning whether the sniper who gunned down an abortion doctor had a rifle waiting for him near the victim's home. He believes the killer carried the gun into the woods at a quiet time when no one would be around and returned days later to shoot Dr. Barnett Sleepner and then proceeded to bury the gun. The gun turned up last week after being buried near the crime scene. It is now being tested in an FBI lab. California is said to be doing better. In a new field poll, California was ranked among the best places to live. 30% of the people say that it's a nice place, but not outstanding. It is the first time in 8 years that the poll had an optimistic view for the Golden State. Back in the early 1990s, fewer than one-third of the polled considered the state an outstanding place to live.
A couple met for the first time on their wedding day and are now getting a divorce. Greg Cordell and Carla Germain entered a radio contest in Birmingham, England. Relationship counselors and astrologers picked them as the perfect match. The couple married on January 25th in a social experiment. They won a wedding, honeymoon, and use of a sports car and luxury apartment for a year if they stayed together. But the lovebirds couldn't make it. They said that the news media had too much pressure on them. Up next, Nani Lomberg will give us the latest talk in Tinseltown.
And Jason Dornbach will be here with your sports report.
Boyfriend wants to know if that girl will go out with him. Pass it down.
Hey, Grandma, ask the girl on the end if she wants to go. Some man wants to know if the girl over there is a donor.
Somebody wants to know if you're an organ and tissue donor.
Yes.
Hey, me too.
Are you a donor? Make sure your family knows your decision so there's no question later.
Welcome back. I'm Jason Dornbach with your Sports Update. Maybe one of the greatest careers in sports history coming to an end. That's the question that many sports fans are asking themselves. Is the great one, Wayne Gretzky, is pondering calling it quits after 20 seasons in the National Hockey League. Sources close to both the New York Rangers and Gretzky, including his father, say that the NHL's all-time leading scorer and greatest ambassador is nearly 100% sure that Sunday's game at home against the Penguins will be his last. The 38-year-old holds virtually every single season scoring record in history, including one of the most unbreakable marks in any sport, 92 goals in one season, which he accomplished in the 1981-82 season. Now, while Sunday's Penguin-Ranger game in New York may have historical significance, it'll also be very important to the playoff positioning on the day of the regular season. Take a look at how tightly bunched the bottom of the Eastern Conference standings are. As you see, the Pens are currently in 7th place, but are just 3 points behind 5th place Philadelphia. Pittsburgh has to get with 8th Boston at the Fleet Center. Actually, the place each of these 4 teams would prefer to finish in is 6th, which would mean a first-round playoff meeting with the Southeast Division champion Carolina Hurricanes, who have actually fewer points than any of these teams. Because they are a division winner, the Canes are the 3rd seed entering the playoffs. Amid the sideshow that is Mark McGuire, the Pirates and Cardinals are just about set for Game 2 of their 3-game series tonight at Three River Stadium. The Pirates will send rookie Benson to the mound to oppose St. Louis left-hander Kent Mercker. Benson, the former #1 overall draft pick in 1996, proved in his first start last Friday against the Cubs that he wasn't intimidated by the game's best home run hitters when he took down Sammy Sosa for his out and to a victory. Tonight, he'll try and keep the reins on McGuire, who belted his 3rd and 4th homers of the season last night in a 4-2 Cardinal victory. Speaking of Sammy Sosa and the Cubs, they were in action this afternoon trying to get steady, and they were able to do so with a 5-4 victory this afternoon. As you see, Sammy Sosa was 2 for 3 for the Cubs, but did not homer. He has just 1 homer so far this season and has been struggling at the plate. Saturday is Christmas Day for all 31 NFL teams as the league will hold its annual draft in New York City. The first pick of the draft belongs to the Cleveland Browns, who will be making their first draft choice since 1995, the team's last season before being moved to Baltimore by owner Art Modell. Now, unlike most years when the top pick is generally a foregone conclusion by the time the draft starts, the Browns are still undecided as to whom they should select. But it does seem as if the top pick will be with 3 players. Now, many scouts feel that the Browns would be best suited to select Oregon quarterback Akili Smith with the top pick because of his arm strength and mobility, but they are still considering Couch and Heisman Trophy winner Ricky Williams. And one final sports note. The Cleveland Club will start this coming Saturday. The team sponsored by the local VFW will bring in Slick and IU in the local battle. The event will start at 10 a.m. and continue all day long. The game will be held off of East Main Street behind Bilo in Clarion. Anyone is welcome. There is no fee to come watch, so please come support your local team. Sports, now let's send it back to Christy.
Thanks, Jason. We'll go to Nani Lombard with today's entertainment beat. Nani?
Evening. I hope everyone had an enjoyable Easter break. Now that Easter's over, let's take a look at what there is to do for entertainment in Clarion. This week is Wellness Clarion Campus. In honor of wellness, the University Activities Board is sponsoring a wellness program, Creativity Gifts on a Budget Too. This program will take place on Wednesday, April 14th at 4 p.m. in Gemmel Room 248 in the Gemmel Student Complex. It is free and open to Clarion University students as well as the public. Also this week, a wellness fair will be taking place on Thursday, April 15th in Tippin Gymnasium from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. On Saturday, April 17th, there will be poetry readings at Michelle's Cafe on Main Street, Clarion. A poet from Boston, Richard Martin, will be from his new book. Also, a local Clarion University student, Mark Stricker, will be reading some of his own works. Sunday, April 18th, kicks off the University Activities Board Spring Fest Week. With the weather getting warmer, there will be several outdoor activities sponsored by UAB. On Monday, April 19th, there will be a pie contest outside of Gemmel at 1 p.m. Also, on Monday at 6 p.m., there will be an outdoor karaoke in the Gemmel performance area. There will also be an obstacle course outside of Gemmel at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, April 20th. All are welcome to attend these events. More events announced during next week's Entertainment Beat involving Spring Fest Week. UAB is also sponsoring 80s rock music in the Video Age in Gemmel Multi-Purpose Room on Tuesday, April 20th at 8 a.m. This program is free. Finally, right now, our sister station, 91.7 WCUC, is holding their 16th annual 24-hour DJ Marathon to benefit mental health, mental retardation, drug and alcohol services of Clarion County. Some places you can make donations are Subway, McDonald's, both locations off Exit 9 and off I-80 and Main Street in Clarion, Taco Bell, Captain Loomis Inn, and Burger King. Well, that's what's going on for entertainment in the Clarion area. For Entertainment Beat, I'm Nani Lombard, TV5 News.
Thanks, Nani. Mark Despotakis is live in the WCUC studios to tell us more about the fundraising going on for mental health and mental
Thank you, and good evening to you, ladies. I am right across the hall from you here at the studios of WCUC. They are in day, 4 now of their MHMR Marathon. And on Monday afternoon, I came down here. I spent the afternoon with Skippy and Judd from the morning show. We talked with them. We also talked with the programming director here to see basically what MHMR is, what good it's doing for the community. Now, one note about this story, you will hear in it that I do say yesterday afternoon in it. This story was supposed to air last night. We had a little technical problem, so it is airing tonight. So just pretend that means Monday afternoon. Take a look.
In Sync, I Want You Back. It's your home for today's best music. It's right here on 91.7 WCUC.
That's Skippy from the WCUC Morning Show. But these pictures were taken in the afternoon. You see, it's the WCUC 24-hour DJ Marathon.
Because what we do at the station is we have pairs or trios of DJs. They'll spend 24-hour shifts on the air. We started Sunday morning at 9, and it'll run through this coming Sunday at 9. And they'll spend 24 hours on the air playing, just our usual programming. And our primary focus is to raise awareness and bring attention to, what MHMR does for Clarion County, and to raise the money to provide for some services that the state doesn't pay for. So
That's Steve Ostrowski, WCUC Programming Director, and a familiar face here at TV5 News. Steve mentioned MHMR. That's a shortened version of Mental Health, Mental Retardation, Drug and Alcohol Services of Clarion County. That's who WCUC is raising money for. I spent part of yesterday afternoon with Skippy and Judd of the WCUC Morning Show, and they're having a lot of fun with this marathon. It's 3:30. How are you feeling so far?
Oh, I'm wonderful. I feel great. I'm ready till 9 a.m. I don't know about him. See, it's a contest between us. I'll beat him.
We're deciding on who's going to kill each other first between Judd and I. Being the morning show competitors, we really want to know who's going to kill each other first.
I'll take him down hardcore. It'll be over before he even knows it. It's over. Right now, the contest is over. I don't even know why we have to do it.
Well, if you're wondering what that is wearing, well, let's let it.
This is a nice soft cotton poly blend with 100% polyester. It's a nice outfit because I'm so money. I love this outfit. It's really comfortable. I'll have to give it to you sometime, Mark, and let you try it on. It's real comfy.
One of the goals of the 24-hour DJ Marathon here at WCUC is to raise money. And you can drop off any money or checks that you have at cans like this placed all around the Clarion area, or come right down here to the WCUC studios like I did and place your money in this can.
Placed canisters throughout many of the businesses in the area. And we also have some in the university this year, which is something we've done differently. And they can even stop down here and see us in the studios and meet some of their DJs, where they've been announcing those pretty regularly in the past couple of days. So they can, if they're out in that area, if they may be at a restaurant and they have some extra loose change, we're not asking for a major contribution if they can't swing one, but any little thing here in Clarion County, all that.
As a listener, you can also give them prizes this week. The WCUC Music Storage Room has been changed into a prize vault of sorts. Local businesses contribute a wide variety of prizes, but the people who deserve a lot of credit are the CUC DJs. What's their feelings on the event?
It's fun. It's a very fun week. The DJs are on for 24 hours. They get a lot of free food. They get a day off of classes, let's be honest here. But they enjoy being here. And when you hear where the money is actually going and see what a good cause this is, they enjoy helping to do their part.
I enjoy it for the community service aspect of it, because community service makes me feel better as an individual, knowing that I can help somebody in this Clarion community.
That's right, as can be said, it is all about the community. And to make any checks, you can also drop those off in the cans. As Steve said, you can make those to Clarion County MHMR DNA. And yesterday morning, I was here. I did the news with Skippy and Judd, and they were both still alive. They both were awake. They both made it through. All DJs make it through. So that's not going to be a problem. Live from across the hall, I'm Mark Despotakis for TV5 News. Back to you.
Thanks, Mark. Everybody can look for those cans. Now over to Jen Bevavino with that weather recap in the Weather Center.
Taking a brief glance back at weather, conditions will be most cloudy, low 30. Thursday will be partly cloudy with a high of 60. And by the week's end, we may be seeing some light snow showers with temperatures still remaining high into the 50s. I'm TV5's Jen Bevavino. Back to you, Christy and Tracy.
We're going so for fine dining, entertainment, and ambiance. Well, the three elephants from the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus get to let us know. The three will be dining in style on Walnut Street in Philadelphia.
Really? The elephants, led by Mayor Ed Rendell and members of the Philadelphia 2000 convention team, will take a taste test of Walnut Street's restaurant. Each restaurant dishes will be complete with lettuce, carrots, watermelon, bananas, and apples. The circus will perform on Thursday through April 25th, and I hope that they will enjoy their evening out. Tune in Tuesday for TV5 News with Dave Marsh and Christy DeZort.
For the whole here at TV5 Have a good evening. I'm Tracy Campbell.
And I'm Christy Herman. Good night.